This is Dr. Swapna Priya, consultant dermatologist, cosmetologist, trichologist from Care Hospitals, Banjara Hills. Today we will discuss about the most common reason why the hair loss is happening in the age group of males, particularly of 30 to 40 years. These days, hair loss has definitely become more common concern among not only males, including females and sometimes even kids also. They are facing a lot of problems in terms of hair loss. When we speak about hair loss, first thing we need to understand how much amount of hair per day if we lose is a matter of concern. Is it crossing some particular number? Is definitely a matter, it's alarming, that definitely you need to meet a doctor. Usually every person, whether it's a male or a female, up to 50 hair per day is a normal amount of hair loss they can lose. But definitely the hair, you feel not only hair loss, but you also feel that hairline is going beyond. That is, when you compare your pictures, you see your hairline has gone beyond the previous hairline, or there is thinning of the hair. For example, when you touch the hair in the back of your head and when you palpate the hair in the front, do you find the difference in the thickness? If yes, then definitely it is a time you need to meet the doctor. And you also need to know whether you have a family history of baldness or not when we are treating this hair loss, because baldness is one of the most common problem where genetic reasons are strongly seen, and it is one of the predisposing factor for most of the males these days for the hair loss. But I see that they tell when they come for the consultation, most of the males say no, yes, we have the baldness, but they are not in the early stage. Yes, these days the baldness pattern has started very much earlier. Earlier it was like more than 40, 45 they used to experience that hair loss, or that pattern of the baldness used to be seen. But these days, this pattern is being seen at a very younger age group. Even at the age of 20, we have seen the incidence of this problem being increasing every day. So definitely, it is the time that we accept that we have a problem and then start the treatment at an early stage at a right time, so that you don't end up in using long-term other treatments like either PRPs or hair transplant. Definitely, yes, this can be avoided if we identify the problem at an early stage, and we can recover some growth definitely when we start it early. When the hair patches are gone much beyond that margins and the patch has become completely bald, definitely it is very difficult. So first most common reason I see in a case of a male of 30 years to be labeling as baldness as a most common cause. Second thing, it can be a nutrition associated or a stress associated or change of place, or any of these reasons can be the problem. Dandruff, many people blame dandruff to be the reason for their hair loss. See, dandruff can cause some amount of hair loss, but entirely like an alarming range of hair loss doesn't happen exclusively with a dandruff. So these are the most common 3 reasons in the list where we see for the hair loss. And next, one last thing, your hairstyling products. If you are using some gels to straighten your hair or some hair dyes, you please have a check. They can harm your hair shaft and cause breakages and lead to the hair loss.